I'm Anastasia Kyriacou and this is Shoreditch Radio. So we are here at Pride in the Park in association with UK Black Pride, where they're celebrating 10 years of Ubuntu. That's a South African word meaning humanity to others. It's a free event in South London in Vauxhall's Pleasure Gardens, featuring comedians, cabaret, hip-hop performances and even a dog show. It's not too late to pop down if you're interested in checking it out, as performances will be happening until 9:30 tonight.
It's in Birmingham collecting for the miners.
I'm here with Serena Monique, who was in April was awarded, was it the Young Campaigner of the Year by Stonewall, by Got Gone as well actually, which must have been quite fun. Yeah, so just describe to me, how was that, winning that? And what, I mean, how did you win? Was it a rap video that you submitted?
Yeah, well, I didn't know what I was going to do at the start, and I decided that, well, I'm good at writing lyrics and writing poetry and creating music, so I thought, well, that was the best opportunity really, was to make a rap video. Everyone listens to music, so I thought that would like go around a bit quicker and everyone will enjoy it. So I did that, and yeah, won Young Campaigner of the Year, and I didn't expect it at all, so it was absolutely amazing and a real privilege as well. So yeah.
And what inspired you to enter in the first place?
Well, I was meant to go to uni in 2014, yeah, that was last year, and I was going to do sport, and then I woke up one morning and I was like, I want to do psychology, because we did sport psychology as a unit, and I realised, well, let me take a gap year and fulfil my year doing a whole lot of things to do with psychology and stuff like that. And I approached the university, they said yeah, that was fine, I'd be a shorter place anyway, so that was good. And I knew that Stonewall was all about changing minds and changing views, and that's a lot to do with the brain, and I thought, well, let me do that.
Okay,
so
interesting.
Yeah, to stick with psychology, and in the meantime I was able to do that, and it was really great.
So your rap video, it tackles discrimination, LGBT, lesbian, gay, bisexual, trans discrimination.
Yeah.
And has it had an impact? Has anyone reached out and said your video really, helped me out and inspired me?
Yeah, a lot of people have said it's been really inspirational. I've had a lot of really good comments for it. There's been I think there's about 800 views on it now, which is really good. If you compare it to as an amateur artist, that's pretty good. And yeah, people have said to me, oh, their little sisters singing the chorus,
that's
and I was
really
like,
cool.
that's good, because it's starting from a young age. And yeah, so.
And what can you see yourself doing in the future?
I see myself doing something in psychology. I'm not sure yet. I'm hoping to, I love everything psychology. I love parapsychology, and I'd love to be a performer as well. And I love psychology and performing, so either one.
And
I think I've got a lot of choices.
Are you going to keep campaigning for LGBT rights on the side as well, try and integrate that with your psychology ambitions?
Yeah, definitely, and Stonewall have kept in contact with me, so they call me up whenever they need help with something, and I'm always there, and if I come up with any more ideas, I'll definitely hit them up and let them know. Yeah.
Okay, and who are you looking forward to today to see the most at Pride in the Park?
Oh gosh, to be honest, I haven't really looked at the list.
You're playing, right?
Yeah, that's why I was panicking, so I was like, yeah, let me just not look at the list.
So you're performing, and we're going to get to see a snippet of Serena's performance. But thank you so much for talking to Shoreditch Radio, and best of luck in the future. We're here with Ruth Hunt, the CEO of Stonewall, and we're very privileged to get an interview with her. I'm really excited to speak to you, Ruth, today.
Nice to you.
So I want to know, how far, I know it's a big question, how far has Stonewall come since Section 28?
It's just been a remarkably quick turnaround of rights and responsibilities for LGBT people since Section 28. So Section 28 marked a really dark point in gay people's lives, and bearing in mind that the generation before had been told that they were responsible for HIV, the generation before that had been told that they were completely illegal. Now we had a third generation being told that their families were protected. So in the last 25 years, and bear in mind it didn't get repealed until in 2004, in that time we have become a really positive group of people as a community, a massive LGBT community with all the rights and responsibilities as heterosexual people. Challenge now is how do we bring attitudes with it as well?
I definitely agree with the positivity, but there has, with Stonewall as an organisation, there has been that negative background with the old CEO. And I wanted to ask, has Stonewall been able to detached itself from the, anti-trans past?
I think that when Stonewall was first set up, there was a great organisation called Press for Change that was set up at the same time. And we were campaigning for gay law reform and they were campaigning for trans law reform. Because of course the two laws are very, very different, big different sets of legislation. As time passed, Stonewall stood up and talked more to the trans community about whether it was time that they became part of what we were doing. We left that too late. I'm pleased that we were able to have those conversations in the last year and absolutely thrilled that we are now an LGBT organisation.
I know you're very modest, but do you think the massive reason is because of you? Because of the change of leadership of the organisation?
I think that Stonewall is absolutely committed to achieving equality for LGBT people in the best possible way, and I think that for a long time we thought that it would do the trans community a disservice to amalgamate it with LGB, and trans people better served with their own platforms, their own voices. I'm very pleased now that we can do it together.
And what are your current campaigns at the moment, your most pressing campaigns? Have you got any particular?
Well, we've got three major campaigns at the moment. The first is called No Bystanders. So if you look at www.nobystanders.org.uk, that campaign encourages people to, when they hear any sort of bullying or discrimination, to stop it, to step in and go, actually, no, that's not okay. Whether it's racism, homophobia, sexism, when you're on the buses, when you're on the tube and you hear someone using language that's inappropriate, just go, you sound an idiot when you use that word, can you not do it?
So it's the grassroots campaign.
It's really saying we've got a role to play. We've got a role to play in making this world a better place. And if we just leave it to the people who are experiencing discrimination, it's too much responsibility on their shoulders. So when I can step in and say, actually, that's racist and it's not acceptable, then when someone else steps in on my behalf, when someone's calling me a dyke for wearing a tie and looking like a dyke, when a straight woman steps in and goes, oi, actually back up, that is so empowering and so powerful. So we've got to all really take responsibility for sticking up for each other and watching out for each other.
Definitely. And you did, I think I remember in a speech at an event of Stonewall recently that you said UK isn't ready for a female PM wearing a tie.
I don't know, I think we're a bit of a long way off that, yeah.
Wearing a bow tie.
Butch lesbians aren't quite ready.
Yeah, that was it. That was my favourite refund quote.
For Parliament, yeah.
So in terms of how effective events like this are, how impactful are they?
I think that events like this have a huge impact, not only on the people who are here, but crucially the people who are not here. And you've got to think about an event like this, there are a lot of people who are unable to come, either because they can't afford to get to London, or because they're not out to their friends and family, or they're scared, or they're worried about taking that step forward. So everybody here, and including the white people, the allies of LGBTBME people, are here to say, it's okay, we will accept you without exception. And there is a way in which you can be yourself. Because as soon as you don't feel able to be yourself, things go really downhill for you. It really gets in the way of you being able to do the best you can in your life.
I completely agree. It's all about being authentic.
Exactly.
And being true to yourself.
Yeah.
So there is an argument made by some people that the gay community and top diversity inclusion jobs are exclusively white middle class gay men. So of course these events are important, but what do you say to those people who say, we are making progress, the gay community is making progress, but it's the gay community in the form of a white middle class male?
I think that we are in danger of increasing the gap between those LGBT people who are having a great time and those who are not. Because I think the campaign for LGBT equality has been a very selfish one. We've been campaigning for my right, your right, our right to be married, to have kids, to have our jobs. We've been watching out for ourselves. And now we've got to a situation where there are some people who are doing really well, but a lot of people have got to catch up yet. So what those people who are doing really well have got to do is think about those who are still challenged, still struggling. So for every guy who's got a great job and a great marriage and some great kids on the way, let's think about the kid on a 0-hour contract who's not going to go to university, is not going to move to London, is probably going to stay living at home with his mum and dad, working out how he's going to tell his truth. We, the privileged few, and I include myself in that, have got to think about how we can support those who are not in that position. So we've got to all look beyond our peripheral vision a bit and think about how we can support them.
And you think it works doing a separate event for Black Pride rather than just integrating it into one event?
I think that until black and minority ethnic people say that they feel able to be themselves at general Pride events, then there's always going to be a need for this. But I hope that there will always be a space to celebrate the amazing diversity diversity of our LGBT communities, because that can get often overlooked. How often do you see a black minority ethnic LGBT person on the television? We had a great character in Cucumber, and then he died. Like all the lesbians, we kill off the lesbians, we kill off the black men. There's only a certain way you can be gay on television these days. So I think we've got a long way to go until we can get to a stage where an event like this isn't necessary.
And finally, who are you most looking forward to seeing today?
Well, Serena Monique is our Youth Volunteer of the Year. She does an amazing rap, and I'm really excited about her. We're going to do it on a massive stage. I think she's going to be a little bit scared, but I'm really rooting for her. I can't wait to see her on the stage.
Really looking forward to it too. Ruth, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Really good to see you.
Keep your head, keep your head, keep your.
We're here with Legal Director of Pride in London, Mohsin Zedu.
Hello.
And we just wanted to have a quick chat about how things have been going and what you're most looking forward to today, and how was yesterday? How many numbers do you think you had at the parade yesterday?
Well, the official figures haven't been released yet, but we understand that. So last year was 750,000, but this year we think we may have broken the million mark, making it the biggest pride that London's ever had. Yeah, the sunshine definitely helped.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the sun's going to come out, soon, I've heard.
Yeah, we hope so. We checked the weather and it was raining earlier, but we think it's actually going to be all right for the rest of the afternoon.
So as the legal director, I just want to know, how challenging is it? Or is it challenging, or is it just lots of fun?
Both. It's challenging and fun. I think that when I first came on board 6 months ago, and we had a lot to do because they hadn't had a lawyer before. So to try and make sure that we had kind of contracts in place, make sure that our logo was trademarked. So kind of thinking about it, I was hired in like November, and with the event 6 months away, and I'd never been part of Pride before, just felt like a lot of work with little reward. And then there was this moment yesterday where I just kind of looked around and thought, wow, I'm a part of this, and that's what every meeting and every weekend that I've worked to try and make this happen, that's what it's been for. And thanks to the rest of the board as well, that it's been such an incredible event.
So it's been well worth it?
Yeah, it's incredible. I mean, I feel privileged to be part of it.
And what are you most looking forward to today at Black Pride?
Today, I'd say probably the Freemasons, because they're playing. I think they're playing this evening, and I've never seen them play before, so I think that's going to be awesome. So yeah, that's probably the thing I'm looking forward to most. And the sun coming out.
Yeah, me too. Well, great, thank you, Mohsin, so much, and best of luck organising next year's event.
Thank you, and you're welcome to come back next year.
Definitely will be.